Okay, there's a lot of electronic interference. I just like to get into connections of the interfacing, interlocking, and mechanisms of communications of the ears, and how important it is to understand your waving cycles, everything through that connection. I sent you back phrasing videos when I got 114 chakras, how powerful it is when you get connections of background and understand everything through the frequency levels of harmonic resistance. Now you're communicating through intelligence. Everything through intelligence is repetitive, which means it goes through its motion sensors and heat sensors, and it goes through its operation system. It's powerful when you get into those levels. So it's all about understanding the wavings of its cycle, the interceptions of its cycle, everything through the rotation of the cycle. It's understanding line communication of the cycle. It's understanding the body activation circles of its cycle. Everything through the ear interface is the audio gamma signals. So when you're getting sound barriers, you have to understand the interception connection system to intelligence and plant locations. And like I said, I gave you that video to show you how powerful it is when you have 114 activation chakras into your body conceptual system. The sound barriers are so powerful. You hear intelligence, you know exactly where they are through planet location. They send out the signals to your gamma operation systems, back into your mind framing system, into the psychological system, back into the heart recognition system of its portal, and interfacing connection to the collaboration centers of the transmission path of the third eye, and everything through formation of its path resistance, okay, of the soul. Okay, resistance on so many levels, how you have to get past that resistance, and it becomes an application to adaptation center. It's really powerful when you get into those levels, when you're communicating through intelligence, through your audio gamma signals. So other than that, I hope everybody's doing well. Feel free to subscribe, like, and share to my channels. I keep you informed what's going on, especially going into consultations through Zoom, and all this helps and provides you with all you need to know how to heal your body activation systems. The more you center yourself with your chakra systems, the more you come into yourself through connection. Remember, I told you how powerful it is when it comes into the understanding of the child itself. Jules, how's it going? So there's quite a bit of interference today. Basically, I've set the code frequencies for the elite and the Colossus team to understand the sound waves, the barriers through its connection, because you can interface with so many different levels, you know, because there's patterns of divisions of the earth. There's location centers and vibrational systems of computer operation systems of the grounds. Anything through your power centers, everything through your atmospheres of galaxy locations. You have to understand how powerful your ears are. What is the purpose to have my ears? So you can communicate through the audio signals, right? You understand how powerful your eyes are through perception, because they, you know, go through the travel and the GPS location. You understand your voice and grids through your breathing. Okay, so these are the factors you have to look at, right, when you're coming into your AI vessels. So the more you open the chakra systems, the more you come into the God frequency levels. Now you have to understand what's going on. We got a lot of archetypes. We got low speeders coming in today. So anyway, so I thought I'd put the team, the elite and the Colossus team, into divisions of waving patterns. Now your ears are going to open up through operation centers, and it's going to be a little bit of cloud interference. So you're going to have spaceships come in, okay, and it's going to somehow identify you through your body signatures, your heat signatures. That's another thing I sent you guys a video on what your plasma looks like from the X-ray division. So it's all about getting into the anti-mantle of its divisions, and everything through the robots and everything through the connection. Don't get me wrong, when it comes to robotic, I don't mean it's like, you know, nothing like that. Robotic in a way of your computer. Okay, so let's get the mainframes out of that. It's just understanding the wires of everything, how you heal everything. Now I had a cold operation system. You understand the atmospheres, how it changes into the Arctic division. I flew to the the Pacifics and the oceans and all that. It's amazing how you do these things in seconds, but your audios have to understand the communications of nature. Your perceptions of your eyes have to understand the communication of nature. Your voicing grids have to understand communication of nature. That's the sequence, that's the line, that's the balance. These are the hardest things you have to understand when it comes into ear interface. Okay, because you're interfacing with everything through connection, interlocking mechanisms, going and triangulating into the base system. So you have your ear, okay, to your rotation center, okay. So basically you have your ear and you got the sound barriers that are coming into a location like this, okay. Now it's your ear, right? Now your ear is operating on so many levels. The signals are coming in from a planet location, like this, okay. So that planet location is going into your DNA structure, okay. You have to pay attention to this because it's very important that you get into more communications of yourself through the audio signals. So it sets out sound waving patterns like this. Okay, sends out its pattern. Once you understand the communication, it goes into the ear interface. Okay, once you get the ear interface through its connection, now allocate through positions, you get in a digital frame of its number. Okay, so that's how we get in positions on all different levels of XT thousands. Because XT thousands is a different number. Okay, when I say XT thousands, that's what I mean by systems. Okay, there's a lot of XT thousands. Okay, and they're all based on numbers, the digital frame. Okay, so this is understanding more of the ear, how powerful it is through the computer operation system, and how you use your algorithm patterns through its ear and its interface connection. So you get in digital of XT thousands. Okay, now the XT thousands goes through its mainframe. Okay, and then it goes into scanning. Because that's what intelligence does. It scans your heat signatures and your patterns and your locations. So basically, if intelligence is coming in, right, you have to understand the barriers of sounds. It's all connected. Everything's connected through the planet, space, time, everything through its connection. Space of time of traveling, time when it comes in. Again, time when it comes in, very important. Okay. Okay, so that's a clocking mechanism of the system. So time when it comes in, as the XT thousands, plotted its divisions, okay, understands the communication, sound waves everything through division, opens up your interface connections. Okay, so you got a planet location, you got the XT thousand through communication, time is coming in through its clocking mechanism system. Your digital of your XT thousand is in location. So the XT thousand is 1017. Okay, that's the XT thousands. That's the number that you're trying to reach. So that is in your body frame. This is understanding getting balance with everything through weather patterns or anything through that connection. Because you guys are in the bioatmosphere. Okay, bio/atmosphere. Okay. Okay. Hence. Okay, stratosphere. Okay. So bioatmosphere, hence stratosphere. Okay. Now, once you get the 1017, that's in your body framing of the hydraulics. Okay, body framing of the hydraulics. Now, that sequences levels codes through your perception or your division. Activate the gamma operation systems through communication. Okay. Opens up frequency levels of its division. So that 1017 is in your body framing system. Calculates and modifies in your perception. So you find that location. You're communicating with the right intelligence and the right planet location, because 1017 is the planet location. So basically, that's the balance between the XT thousands and the planet location, because XT thousands is just the systems. Okay, this is understanding more of connection when you come into your interface. This is what happens when you open up all your chakras, 114. But my planet divisions is open up everything through energy of atoms through its particle system. So basically, the XT thousand is 1017. That's how it reads through everything through signals. And the planet location is 1017. Okay, see how it's balanced? So you got the right planet, the right location, the right XT1000 to its division of its number frequency level through this body of its interface through its hydraulics. Okay, so you got the mainframe and you get the time it came in, right? Now, when the time comes in, you have to look at the clock, and the clock is inside you. So it's kind of like having an interception lock system. This is really allocated through positions. This is where understanding more of your 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay? You know, that's a clock, right? 12, 3, 6, and 9. Okay? So as a diameter, this is a perimeter of a circle rotation. We use these things for northwest, south, and east through its connection. So every time it goes to 12, okay, it changes our body framing systems. So you understand the clocking mechanism of time. When the sound barriers come in through the planet and its XT1000s, through its digital frame of its number, it calculates and modifies, goes into the body framing, okay, into the electrical system of its perception. Okay? So it's powerful stuff when you get into those levels of scanning, right? So I thought I'd put the team, the elite and the Colossus, into the sound barriers. So you guys have communication signals right now through the gamma operations of line signals through simulation patterns. So I opened up your ear interface and you're connecting to planets. So I want you to understand when things come to you, they come into your framing system. They come into, oh, there's a number. So that's a portal. Portals are 1111, 7777, 2222, 4444, 6666. You have to understand, okay, this is how understanding everything through weather, because it communicates on so many levels, right? But once you get into the bioatmosphere, hence the stratospheres, now you're connecting to higher levels of the clocking mechanisms of its digital, of its mainframe, and the body frame of its electronics. Okay? The hydraulic system and its reception is open everything through 16 levels. The sequency levels is open everything through your holographic system. Now, this is really complicated stuff. Holographic systems. Okay, holographic systems. Right here. All right, so you want to screenshot that? Go right ahead. Ears are extremely, extremely important. That's how you communicate to intelligence, through the digital framing, okay, of the atmospheres. Space and time. Space when you're traveling, and time when it comes in. Time is very important because now you're going through dimensions of portals. So you can have an XT1000, okay, on an allocated position through a planet location. It's in the wrong location of position. So you understand the ear interface through its sonar division. Because once you get to higher divisions, there are XT1000s that have problems. So you go up into space and you fix the problem. Like I was fixing panel operations of XT1000s, and there was a lot of laser mechanisms that weren't line sequencing through balance, and they were connected to the ground formations. But it was setting up digital framings. It was going on its frenzy, and it was going in and out, right? So it's all about understanding your engineering skills through your body conceptual system. It opens up everything through its operation. But it's very important that everything is in performance through its connections, right? So you're going to hear a lot of sound waves now. Okay. Now, when you're hearing these sound waves, try to understand what's going on with space and time. Okay. Space, if you're traveling, you got to actually see the planet. You got to see the planet. You see the intelligence. You hear the sound waves, and you understand what digital frame it is. Okay. What number is it? Okay. 1017, 1234. It could be a one number. One number is a lower vibration. Anything that goes into calculation. So let's just say it's 1. So you're communicating through low frequency of intelligence. 2, you're communicating with a medium frequency of intelligence. 3, a highest. 4, 5, 6, 7. Remember I said this is understanding the allocated positions when you come into 1 plus 1 is 1 billion. Okay? This is understanding how you get into tractions and metric systems. Okay? Because 1 plus 1 in a human form, okay, is 2. But 1 plus 1 in space through the audio signals of space and time is 1 billion. So it's truly understanding the metric system of quantum physics. The quantum physics on its levels comes into its the meteorological system, and using everything through its point centers. Use your point centers on communication, your sound waving patterns. Use your interception connection system through your perception, your eye divisions, and use your wire divisions through your voice and grid system. This puts you in all positions, right, through all levels of interforce connections. So you got sound barriers that are coming into you right now. Now, when you're getting those sound barriers, you're getting the ear interface, but every sound barrier is different through coloration of lights. That's understanding that you're coming in your digital of your mainframes, and you totally understand the planet and its intelligence that you're communicating with. It sends out patterns. Okay, it's like view, 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 or it's going to set up a different tone division. Okay, or those are sound waves. Each sound wave is repetitive motion. That's understanding coming into the prime numbers. And because you guys are at 30 levels of interface connection through ear interface, it's in its locking mechanisms of performance. Okay, this is where it's extremely complicated stuff, but it's extremely cool, right? That's how powerful that video was when I was in Cancun. I mastered the chakra 7, and I told you exactly going into the activations of 114 chakras. The sound barriers are so powerful, it blocks everything out and puts up your energy field. So you're extremely protected. You can block out interference in the background. You can block out nature. You can block out anything. Anybody talking, you can block them out and put your energy fields up, right? I'm telling you, it's incredible. It really, really is amazing. So the more you go up the chakra system of God, because all demigods, the more you come into higher energy fields. Okay? Because you have to understand that anything through XT1000, anything through scanning goes through the volumes of your electrical fields, your energy fields, your energy receptacle systems of its mind collaboration system. The framing of its clocking through its time frequency code system. So, but it's powerful connections when you get into those levels, right? But everything is space and time through connection. This is any more formations of space, your GPS location systems, where you are in position, okay, and how to get there to its clocking mechanism. How fast? Where's it coming from? Where's the digital frame? Where's the planet location? Where's the sound barrier coming from? Okay, this puts you in positions, and you get more into the bioatmospheres of hence the stratosphere. Okay. Because you guys got out of the atmosphere, you got out of the hemisphere, you got out of the stratosphere, but you guys are in the bio. This is the biokinetic. We're coming into the vibranium. The vibranium is extremely high rise through atmospheres. Okay? The altitude, anything you climb a mountain or anything like that, it changes the altitude of weather, right? Okay? So it's really understanding everything through the winds, understanding how to communicate with weather, how to understand perceptions and where you are going through the vision of GPS location systems. This is all allocated through the atmospheres of communications of your higher self, your avatar, or anything through your computer, its energy, or its atom. Okay? Because your atom interforces connections through space and time. That's understanding that you're going through the sound barriers of your ears, your perceptions, and your voicing grids. Your mind of the psychological thought. Okay? So this puts everything in diameter. This really is more into the body framing, how you come into scanning. Because if they scan you, you got to know how to scan them back. If you don't know how to scan them back, you got a problem. Okay? This is understanding that the digital frame of the XT1000 is 1017, and the planet location is 1017, because that's where the XT1000 came from. Okay? So anything through spacecraft division has its own map sequencing level through connection. It interforces connections with everything through its interface, but you have to have friendship, relation, partnership with everything through communication. Okay? Because human vibration started off with radio signals. Okay, understanding sound patterns, sound wavings, the hydraulics of sound wavings, everything through line signals. Understand what a vibration is. What is a vibration? right? What is vibration? It's sending it to you. And then you send it back. You have to send it back through line sequence to the right location, right? If you send it to the wrong location, okay, you're going to get a reacting cycle through a headache rotation through the mind system. So it's really understanding more communications of prime numbers through its intelligence. Okay, now you get into indigence. Remember, you get into paraphrasing units of 1 plus 1, multiplications, times. You got subdivide, divide. You got calculation. That's what it is understanding E equals MC squared. So it's the mass, it's the calculation, and it's out of its equation. You take everything out of its equation, right? So you're always having a positive answer, okay? Because you understand what energy is. You understand where you are, okay? When it comes into the equal sign, the parallel, the paradigm, paradox, paradigm shift, everything through letters, numbers, and shapes is intelligence. Understanding line signals and line communication, where you go into acceleration speeds or mode connection systems. A mode connection system is understanding the human behavior through your wires of your electrical system. These are all connected through wire connections. The performance levels understand your acceleration through speed odometers, but you have to understand the engineering skill sets. These are connected to everything through the ear of its interface. That's how powerful your ears are. It's the connection to communication. It intertwines and interconnects to its interrelation, because it opens up your proacting cycles right through its connection. So it's a tremendous feeling when you understand more communications, right? All different from all atmospheres, because it resides in so many levels of its connection. Okay. So it's kind of like saying that your ears are getting more intelligent through wires, wind. Oh, we got a lot of force winds right now. Galaxies, universe. This is the universal language. If you want to understand the metric system, if you understand the language, if you understand everything through quantum, this is what you have to know. Okay? This is not chakras. Okay? This is understanding you through connection to everything through formation. All right? Because everything formulates and everything communicates back. So you got to understand what planet you're communicating with the digital frame. Remember, it's a projection through a TV reception. I said that before. I'll say that again. And then you come into more animations of you, because once you kind of like, if you see your actual self, your identified self, it's an incredible force, right? When you see yourself actually as a dimensional being, that is powerful. Your dimensional self and your higher self is saying you're ready. You are ready to go up to the next level. So this is understanding more of the atmospheres, more of your body frames, your digital frames, your main frames, your scanning, coming into the heat signatures, the gamma operations of signatures. Everything has a signature point. That line divides everything through coloration of lights. That's how we tell how old intelligence is, right? Through coloration. It's powerful stuff when you get into these connections. And everything goes through the waving cycles of its ear interface. Okay? So basically I'm going into the electronic background of ears and how powerful it is. Because each time you open a chakra system, it allocates positions to higher realms, okay, of gods. So you're communicating with the gods of intelligence, and you have to know what you're doing, because if you don't, you're going to lose everything through transition. It's going to be dysfunctional, right? And your ears are not going to connect through its right signals. So, and this is understanding that ears alone has intelligence, has its own thought patterns. It's all connected through the mind of its frame. So it's understanding that the mind of the frame is already in its system. It's already set, okay? It's on a rotation cycle. It understands the sound barriers, and it's connecting to the right communications of the digital system, okay? So your digital frame is the right number, your planet location is the right number, and the XT1000 is the right number. Now you're allocated to that position, and now you can go to point division, and now you can use your ear interface and connect to its location. Getting into the prime numbers. Okay. There's no such thing as a negative system. It's all connected through a positive system. The negative system is communication of space and time, because space and time is light and dark. It's getting balance, okay, with your metrics, your quantum physics, your acceleration, your modulation, your modulators, your simulators, everything through your lights, the acting cycles, acting system, hydraulic system, connection to your waving system. All those division levels activate through the core systems. All right? So there's a lot going on through that connection, I'll tell you. So it's a lot happening. So let's say we use a black surface rotation. If you hear anything in the background, the tenant of mine is painting. So it's going to be a very short video, but I'm just showing you how powerful it is when you go through vibration. You got to understand locations. Okay? Different locations of weather patterns, different location vibrations, different locations, okay? When it comes into your behavioral systems. So it goes here, down, like this. It's a wave, right? Everything's a wave. Understand what the wave is doing through each human behavioral system. Understand vibrations. Okay? So understanding the vibrations, then you get into rotations. Okay, we did this before. Okay. Now, each one sound varies on a low connection, medium, or high connection. Okay. It all depends where you are through division. Low, medium, high. Okay. Now, when you get into those rotations, you get into the sound barriers. Okay, there's the high sound barrier. There's a medium sound barrier. Remember, everything is communication and balance with the vibration. It already knows its interference. It already understands its intelligence. It's for you to understand your ear interface. Okay? Okay. It's very important to understand everything through your frequencies. Right? And this is where it comes into clocking mechanisms. Clocking mechanisms of time. Time when it comes in, through line signals, through your emotion. Okay, everything's emotion. Okay, everything's emotion through wire signals, line communication, line systems. Okay, so then you get the sound barriers, emotion. Okay, you get the wire, you get the rotation, you get the sound waving patterns. Now, interforcing understanding the low frequencies, medium frequencies, and high frequencies, everything has to be connected through balance. That puts you in positions through your digital system. Now you're communicating with this right location, right? So, and everything that we use every day is our eyes, ears, and mouth. And then we get into the main frames, our mind frames, every psychological system. So, it's counterbalances on so many levels, right? Everybody knows the Schumann resonance. We all have that. Okay. So it has collaboration with vibration to anything through its frequencies and its energy system. Because it puts you on so many levels of interforce. So I have a super strange question. Maybe I can hear and feel sounds through my feet as well, not only through my ears. Is that having this feeling? Yeah. Yeah, because anything through tone division is understanding. If you're getting locking mechanisms of your, your feet or anything like that, that anything through feet, okay, is the grounds. So your ground is communicating with you, Mother Nature, Mother Core, Mother Universe. It's answering patterns to you. So you have to understand how to communicate through your body frame, how to communicate the electrical wires through line signals, how to communicate with everything through its mainframe. That's how you communicate with all these things. So it's mastering your body system through the chakra systems. Okay, so if your feet are pointing, like, it's like it's a stab, or it's going like this, crystals, or crystalline. So if you understand the energy that's coming into you, it's space connected through time frequencies. So you clock it in, then you get into the digital of your body frame, and then you understand its position through a sonar division. Because everything through energy rotates on its cycle. It comes from the galaxy locations, the universe, or anything, the mystical division. Once you put those divisions through your body conceptual system, now you understand everything connection of Mother Earth, Mother Nature, Mother Core. What does she want? She's answering back to you. Do you understand her communication? Okay? If it's going through the body of its chest, okay, your heart is trying to go through its reacting cycle. If it's your stomach, it's your soul trying to represent its path. If it's your eyes, are twitching, right? You're going through communication through vibration and frequency modes that are going like this. Okay, because it's going in a flapping motion. So you want to stop that. So you got to get into the rotation cycle. So it's really understanding the connections through your bodies, right? That's how you connect through space and time. All right. So anything that's going on, if you get a headache, you understand the rotation of the cycle because it's intercepting with your planet location. It could be dark circulating through another location, or your planet could be in the matrix core center. So it's very powerful because your planet doesn't stay in position. It only stays in position until you understand the balanced location of you. Okay? So that's what the planets do, right? Same with the dimensional Earth, why it's high rising. It's going up to higher vibration. It's going into higher dimension, right? So that's my telepathy telekinesis. Once you get into the framing of your body, you're getting more into the wire system. But I want really people to understand, especially my team, to understand how to use these things through the hydraulics of its digital frame. You have to get into the number sequences. You have to get in line communication through the frequency levels of the segments. All it calculates and modifies through its graph of this Schumann. Schumann has a chart. Everybody has a chart. Everybody knows what it is. But you have to understand how to use it through emotion. And then you use it through emotion, motion, activation, lights, operation, communication, interface connections, friendship, relation, partnership. So it goes on so many levels of that connection. Because everything that we go through every day is reaction. We react to this and we don't know what it is, what's happening with my body. Why is it doing this? Why is it doing that, right? So you really have to understand the audio signals, your perceptions, your voice and grid patterns, and communicate with your body. You have to communicate with your body because we're coming into a different era, different time, different location, different vibration through the energy systems, right? Get into the energy of its makeup. Right? Understand where you are through connections to that division. Because it puts in everything two positions, right? A balance. That's so true for me. It's much connecting through the heart, especially when I vibrate higher, like when I travel through dragon space, and it's really vibrating much in my feet. Yeah, because I opened up and put you in the gateways and you're in the transporter division, you're in higher positions of intelligence now. So when you go up to higher vibrations, your body's going into more reacting cycles into space connection. Okay? And it gets stronger and stronger and stronger. So you really can't ignore your body anymore. You can't ignore the hydraulics. You can't ignore the wires. You can't ignore the electricity. And you certainly cannot ignore everything that's going around you, because it connects in all ways and forms. So it's a universe. It's a universal system that's trying to communicate through you, through your body. You just have to understand where it's coming from. That's all. So that's what it's all about. But it's going to be a very short video. There's a lot of things I got to do because I'm heading to Mexico. It's like kind of I left this planet. I'm never on this planet. But the atmospheres are changing right now, and it's in the Arctic view. So there's a frost tip point right now that I have to communicate. and I'm changing the gravity systems of Chernobyl, and I'm setting up radioactive systems of the Arctic systems. So there's a lot of things I'm doing through weather patterns right now. Okay. Any questions or comments, you can go through me, emails, and donations, anything through PayPal. I can help you and guide you and put you into your ascensions, especially out to the new viewers that are watching my channel. Feel free to do that. Feel free to go to my consultations if you're trying to understand more through your ascensions. Okay. So this is your AI commander from the elite team and the Colossus divisions of the Galactic Circle of Meditation. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.